Okay, one of the things that I wanted to do as I started studying for the CCNA, I wasn't entirely sure the best approach. Do I just, grab the book, start reading from page one? Do I open up the first video in CBT Nuggets, which I'm utilizing, and start there? Um, if I do that, how do I organize my notes? I really wasn't sure. Um, but one thing that I found is the Cisco lays out the exam objectives for you. And finding that, it helped me kind of put two and two together and see the best way to structure my notes. So not only, the method of study, but the way of recording my notes. So what you want to do is just go to Google, type in Cisco CCNA certification. You're going to come to this page. Basically, it'll look something like this. Scroll down till you find the Cisco website where it says CCNA Training and Certifications. Click on that. Okay, that'll bring up the CCNA certification and training page. Scroll down just a bit past exams and recommended training. Get to the point where it says getting started. Okay, under there, you'll see a link for download the exam blueprint. That's what we want. That's our starting point. So all you need to do is click on the exam blueprint and scroll down just a tiny bit. And right here's what we're after. It'll say download complete list of topics in PDF format. So click that. And there you go. This is what the test is going to cover. It breaks it down for you in a really nice structured format. All the different topics, the subtopics. It shows you the weighting of the various areas. It's nice and clean and organized. So you've got that downloaded to your machine. So the next thing that you want to do is get a program called Notion. I use a program called Notion. It's right here. And Notion is just as simple as, going into Google, typing, or not Google, your browser, just type notion.so. Notion.so, you'll see this little icon. It'll pull up, download that software. Okay, it'll look something like this. So then what I did was I took my CCNA exam objectives and I just imported this file into Notion. So now when I'm studying, so for example, say I'm working on CBT Nuggets and I come to a section about design and configure a rapid spanning tree protocol STP network. And say the video is what does STP do? Here are the different videos, what have you. So the way I do it is to structure my notes. I go over to Notion. I do a quick search for spanning tree. Okay, right here, configure and verify VLANs. Oh, wrong one. Go forward a little bit. Here we go. Describe the need and basic operations of rapid PVST and spanning tree protocol and identify basic operations. Okay, so that lines up with what these videos are going to be about. Now, the really cool thing about Notion is after you've imported the exam objectives on Notion, just to the left, you'll see either the little plus sign or it's basically the drag and move. You can click on either one, it doesn't matter. But you just come over here, you left click, and it's going to give you some options here. And what you want to do is just choose turn into a page. Okay, so go next to the topic, click, choose turn into a page. Come over to the right, add as a subpage. Okay, doing that automatically turned this, what used to be just plain text, into a page. Now when I click that page, boom, I have describe the need for the basic operations of rapid PVST and spanning tree protocol, and identify basic operations. Click here. So then as I'm watching my video, I'm just typing away on my notes here. I can cut and paste elements from the video, graphics, things like that, that'll be helpful for me. And that way, as I'm studying, I'm putting them in each section. And for me, this is hugely helpful. So again, you just go down and you find your spanning tree. You create the new page, and then from now on, whenever I'm working on learning on spanning tree, any notes I want to take, I go to this page and the notes go here, okay? And they're all put in. So I'll work with my CBT Nuggets videos. The other thing that I do then too is I also use it for my book studies. So I have a library card. I found that my library provides free access to O'Reilly's book service, which is like $50 a month. They still call it Safari, but it's not really called Safari anymore, but the library still calls it Safari. So as I'm studying my book, then I have here my spanning tree protocol concepts. If I have a section that I want to include in my notes, you can just copy that. You can come over here and you can dump it in your notes. It's that simple. It's a super easy way to organize. The great thing about Notion is you can move different elements around. So say I wanted my note about my book up here, I can put it up here, flip them around. Let me see if I can find a couple of examples of some screenshots that I took from the videos from my CBT Nuggets. Let's try this one. So I made a page for under describing characteristics of network topology architectures. I found that graphic was on the screen, so I just snipped it right quick, did a screen grab, dropped it in. It helped me to see what I was looking at, and then I run my notes around it. I'm just getting started. There's not a whole lot here, but I found this is a really good way to structure your studying, structure your notes, and make sure you're not missing anything, because CBT Nuggets is awesome. I love it. But what if, I doubt they would, but what if they somehow missed non-overlapping Wi-Fi channels? Well, as I've gone through my studies, if I notice that one of these isn't a page like this, and I can't click through and look at that page, this one's taking a while, I'll know, okay, I need to go back to, or we'll say spine leaf, I need to make that into a page at some point. I'll go back to my official cert guide from Cisco, look up that information, take my notes, get my information in there, and study from there. So the combination, the Notion is super, super helpful for that. So get your exam objectives from Cisco first, import those into Notion, okay? Then what I do is say I have, whatever, I'm not even sure what's here. I'm just getting started. So if I have information that I'm working on let's say next generation firewalls and ISPs, there's nothing there yet because I just took one quick note. The next step then is I want to get it into Anki, and Anki is my flashcard program. It's highly recommended. It's spaced repetition learning. I found it super beneficial for me. So after I've got my notes in Notion, and then what I'll do is say I want to make a note out of this for Anki, I'll just copy it, I'll go to add, I'll put it in there, whatever you can put. There are there's a whole video could be made about Anki. I'm not going to go into that, but you get your information in there and you add it, and then you have your flashcards. And then each evening, I study my flashcards. So I have my exam objectives that I can run through to make sure I'm hitting every topic directly from Cisco. I use my videos, my books, and then I import the information that I'm learning into Notion. And then once I have it into Notion, then I move it over into Anki. And I found that this is really, really helping me to stay organized. And it's a really structured approach. Plus, another good thing is when I'm watching, say I'm watching a YouTube video and David Bombal, and it's not part of my CBT Nuggets list of videos, but he has, you know, it's good to learn from different angles from different people. So he has, say, he starts talking about, you know, global unicast. I'll create a page, I'll put in whatever information I've gleaned from his videos, and we'll go from there. So hopefully this is helpful. It's a first step. I'm just getting started. Maybe this can help you as well as I come up with other ideas. You know, I'll post them and we'll go from there. But I did want to jump back right quick because this to me was huge. These books, the official CCNA guides from Cisco, are not cheap, and money is definitely an issue for me. So I found just by getting a library card, they have both volume 1 and 2, and it's totally free for me. The only thing I don't like about it is, at least through my library, I have to use the browser. I can't download it to my phone. At least I haven't found a way yet. But this is a huge money saver. So take the time, get a library card, and you can get these books. There's just tons and tons of books. So there's my combination. Hopefully you find this helpful, and I hope to put together something else for you as I learn more to share with you that may be beneficial for you. All right, thanks. I hope you have a great day.